Hi folks, and welcome back to the channel. And what have we got for you today? Yes, we have got buttered shortbread. Now this recipe is from the 1940s, and in fact it most likely is a lot older than that. And if you want the recipe, it's down in the description. And don't forget, whilst you're down there, please subscribe and please share my video, and we'll get right on with the recipe. And for your recipe, you want 227 grams of salted butter, 113 grams of caster sugar or granulated sugar, 311 grams of plain flour, or you can actually use bread flour but the low grade type, and a pinch of salt. Also you need a tray that is 22 by 28 centimeters. So all you need to do now is cover it with baking parchment. Press our hands into it, hold it down and score it with your fingers like that. And this gives you an easy line to roll out your pastry. So you can see the little marks all the way around. That makes it so easy. So you can put your pastry in the middle and then roll it out to the lines, unless you've got a rolling pin that fits the tray. And now you want your mixer. Also you want your paddle beater. Now this is actually a creamer, and it's actually got an edge on there. Now you want to use this one because it's going to make your mix very light. And that's just what you want. Into the bowl put your sugar and your butter. It's important to have butter at room temperature, and as you can see, this is not quite room temperature. Take a little bit longer, but it will go down eventually. Now you're gonna mix this until it's nice and light. So when this is white, it's ready. Start on first speed, and then we'll mark him straight up to third speed. That's ready. So all we need to do now is just add our flour and our salt into the machine bowl. You do it on very slow speed because you don't want the flour to go everywhere else. All we need to do is make this into a small dough. You don't beat it to death. Less is better than more, and that's about it. And that's your shortbread ready to go. And as you remember, we marked out where our pastry's got to go, and just put our dough on top like that. Bit of flour on the top, and then just roll it out to them lines. Now you want to try and keep it as even as you can. Don't worry too much really, but people don't want a misshapen one really. Drop that into the tray, like that, and then just push it to make it fit. You've got the right size there. What you can do is do this, take it back out the tray, and just put your rolling pin over the top just to smooth it. Now all you need to do is dot the top of this, or you can just get a set of wheels or a liner and just run across like this. You're just gently cutting into the top. When you've done that, all you need to do then is basically cut that into 10 pieces, or whatever pieces you want. So I want 10 pieces out of this, so I'm going to go straight down here. Then flour on a little scraper and cut down through. Now you want to preheat the oven for this. Your temperature is 160 to 180 Celsius in a fan assisted oven. Now this will bake for around about 25 minutes, give or take. It all depends on your oven. So I'm going to rest this for a little bit, and then I'm going to pop it straight into the oven. Once it comes out of the oven, all we need to do is just sprinkle the top with caster sugar. And remember, when we pre-cut them, all we're going to do is run a knife down through that now whilst they're still warm. So we'll just let that cool for around about 20 to 30 minutes. And there's our shortbread. On the top, we got all that nice, beautiful sugar. And on the side, you can see it's been nicely baked all the way through. That's lovely. Even on the bottom. And that should taste absolutely scrummy. Well, there you go, folks. That is certainly one of the easiest recipes you can possibly make. And that is what I call probably the best in the world shortbread. And I don't think anything can touch it. I mean, don't get me wrong, if you go to Scotland, their shortbread tastes the same, but made differently. It's all down to the mixing. As long as you mix it up and get really, really light and then just turn the flour in, it's spot on every time. And that is the best way of doing shortbread. And if you like this type of content, please subscribe and please share, and don't forget to check out the description, because that is where you're going to find your recipe. And we'll see you again very shortly on the Crazy Baker channel. Laters!